Good evening, welcome to the Vernon Township Supervisors meeting for April 3rd, 2025. Start the meeting with prayer and salute to the flag. Heavenly Father, we come today asking for your guidance, wisdom, and support as we begin this meeting. Help us engage in meaningful discussion, allow us to grow closer as a group, and nurture the bonds of community. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Amy?
Davis,
Here.
Stone, Maloney,
Here.
Snyder,
Here.
Carnes.
Here. Thank you. Citizen comments this evening? Thank you. A motion to approve the minutes from the March 6, 2025 supervisor meeting.
Motion. Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Finances, motion to direct treasurer to issue checks for the approved vouchers due for payment.
I'll make that motion.
A motion.
Second.
Second, any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion to ratify payroll for the employees from February 23rd, 25 through March 22nd, and the supervisor's pay.
Motion.
Second. Motion and second, any discussion? All in favor? Aye. No correspondence, Amy?
No.
Thank you. All right. Road report, Joel Stone, Roadmaster.
Good evening, Supervisors. Road report for April 3rd, 2025. We've been brooming and cleaning up roads as the weather permits. We need a little bit of moisture to keep the dust down while we're doing that. Also, the weather's been all over the place, so we still had to go out and put some salt down, a couple times throughout the past month. Been out filling berms, the edges of the road where the mailman's on and off the road trying to protect the edges. Filled some holes in gravel roads. Stabilized ditches with the rains that we had last night. We had a lot of pluggages, the first big rain of the year. Typically that happens. So if there's any issues that any residents see, feel free to reach out to us. We tried to get around all the roads today and get them all the pipes open back up again. We did excavate for a water valve to ensure that it was closed with the water authority. And currently we're doing some daylighting, trying to get ready for our blacktop and seal coat projects coming up. Blacktop projects, core is going to be Cotton Road, Carr Hill Road, Brown Hill Road. Optional roads would be Vernon Drive, Franklin Street, Pine Road, and Roach Park. The parking lot, seal coat, we're going to do the roads that we did last year with the blacktop, so it'll be Johnson, Putman, and Sportsman, and we're going to add scenic to that for our core work. Optional work will be West Vernon and Pine Road. Roach Park, we went down, we looked at the playground, made sure everything was still ready for the spring, and we did remove some garbage and stuff like that. We worked with the contractor that's down there until we got the dumpster placed, so now all that's in place and ready to go. Lincoln Ave, we continue to remove the garbage from the playground, and we went down and we removed the berms from ball fields 1, 2, and 4. So hopefully help some of the drainage down there while the weather permitted, and we could get in there. Equipment-wise, we've just been trying to clean stuff up, grease it, maintain it, get our oil changes and all that kind of stuff done on the rainy days. So we're ready to start this summer, and hopefully when it gets here, we're ready to do that. A couple other things that we have. Just a reminder, cleanup day is coming up on May 3rd from 7 to 2. It's on the township website. If there's any questions, concerns, reach out to the township beforehand so we can address whatever's going on. Lastly, while we were out daylighting, we've noticed there's a lot of garbage being thrown alongside the roads. There's garbage cans at every gas station, everywhere like that. The residents are kind of getting fed up with picking up all the time. It's the same things that, over and over again, McDonald's cups, beer cans, whatever. Just take it home with you, throw it in a garbage can, use the facilities that, Sheetz and all the other gas stations provide. That way the residents don't have to pick the stuff up all the time. That's all I have, Supervisors.
Thank you, Joel. Good point on the trash. Do we have a date when the mowing's gonna be starting, like in the parks and whatnot?
Probably the middle of the, obviously weather dependent, but probably sometime middle of this month to the end of this month, I would say. I mean, it's obviously all gonna be weather dependent.
Right.
I mean, I wish we were mowing already, but unfortunately, not there yet.
Well, I know you guys picked up the sticks and stuff in the park before, didn't you? Or is that on the mower? How's that work?
We've helped out, and we've always had a great group of volunteers that have helped out in our parks, over the years.
Yeah.
And it's just it sort of all goes together. I know currently Mr. Groger that does the mowing, he will pick up stuff that's in the way. So
Well, there's just been, I picked up some, and then just last night, just as much more.
yep.
And there's so many trees at the park.
Correct. And also, speaking of the park, John Mowers will be back down there when we're done with him on the roads. He'll be going through the park and looking at some stuff also.
Oh, okay, great.
We lost one sticker picker-upper,
Yeah, a key.
Jerry Price, this past year. I mean, he did a lot of work down there and a lot of sticks, and
Most definitely.
under supervision from Maria.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
I wanted to mention, on the cleanup day, we backed that up to 2. It used to be 3 or
Correct.
something.
7 to 2.
And I think, being there, and you were there too, I think we're pretty much kicking the stones between 2 and 3, so good.
Anything else? Thank you, Joel. Admin zoning report, Robert Horvat, manager, zoning officer.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I'd like to echo Joel's comments. Please, everybody, take advantage of cleanup day. It's a great opportunity to get rid of junk and to clean up your property. It's a free service, and there's no limits on the amount of trips an individual can make, so, keep on bringing it up here as long as you have it. Next, as you may have noticed, if you traveled Route 322 from the roundabout out towards Conneaut Lake the past week, PennDOT is beginning a large roadway improvement project that unfortunately is probably going to last through the summer, and it's probably going to have traffic issues on Route 322 for the entire summer. They are going to be milling and paving the entire roadway, along with some new guardrails and stuff. They've pulled out all the old guardrails at this point, and they've started to do some work. So I would just like to caution our residents and others as they travel through the township to leave some extra time. And I'd also like to note that if any of the residents or non-residents decides it's best to detour themselves on other township or state roads, we have let the city police department know roads such as Harmonsburg, Middle, North and South Watson, West Vernon, Carr Hill, Mullen Road, that those might be a little more higher traffic and to watch for speed. So I urge anybody that decides they want to kind of have their own detour to follow the speed limits on the roads they're using. Some administrative notes: the Township 2024 audit was completed by McGill Power and Bell and Associates. It was a clean audit with no issues. It's been submitted to the Department of Economic and Community Development as required and will be advertised in the paper. Later this evening, we'll be voting on a resolution that will extend the term of the Vernon Township Water Authority for another 50 years. This will help them with a PennVest loan. By law, that's the longest we can extend it for, so mark your calendars. In 2075, we'll have to do it again. For zoning, there's 2 subdivisions for approval tonight, and also we're starting to see some land developments. We don't have any for tonight. We have some that have gone through the planning commission, but they're still waiting. They have to get some stuff to Ashley so he can get his comment letter out before we bring them to you guys, but should be a busy season as far as land developments go. And that's my report for tonight, unless you guys have any questions.
Just one question, more for the public, Robbie. For cleanup day, what things are not allowed so that the public knows?
So electronics are a big no. And then if you go to the township website, there's a list of what we will accept. And if it's not on that list, please call us, because obviously we can't list everything, but the things that we don't take, tires, electronics, hazardous waste, yeah.
Wet paint.
Wet paint.
Yeah.
Let's see, we will take batteries. We'll take scrap metal. Let's see, shingles we will not take. Construction materials we won't take. So, and try to keep it dry, if you can. Like, the worst is when somebody loads up their truck or their trailer a week ahead of time and then just lets it sit outside. You get a week's worth of rain on it.
Yeah.
And so when that happens, when I work cleanup day, I make a habit of, I kind of cherry pick what I unload. So,
noticed.
yeah, well, hey, I'm there. But I'll bounce back and forth, so please try to keep it dry.
But we are taking appliances.
We will take appliances, and we will take those to the scrap yard, yes, correct.
Except refrigerators or no Freon?
Freon is one of the things that's not accepted.
So no
It's supposed to be certain
refrigerator,
tagged.
Microwaves, no microwave problem.
I haven't heard anything about the microwave side of it yet. I don't know if you've heard anything on microwaves.
I haven't
Let me
not
look
heard.
into that.
They didn't,
Air conditioners is a no.
Freon, yeah.
Unless
Tires
they're
is a big
tagged.
one. On the paint, they used to say if it was dried paint, it was
Correct.
okay.
Correct.
So I guess the recommendation now is if anybody has paint, take the lids off of them and,
Add kitty litter to it, it'll dry it up. I mean, there's multiple things you can do to make it
yeah,
so
you
we'll
can
take
buy
it.
actually stuff that, I know Home Depot that put in it.
Correct.
So,
Furniture?
Size is, it does say on the website, it's supposed to be under 6 foot. So my recommendation is if you got an 8-foot couch, get a chainsaw and cut it in half. There's ways around it if you really want to get rid of it. I mean, I've seen some interesting things kind of go through. I mean, and those trash compactors, they work. I mean,
There's here all the trampolines.
yeah, trampolines, they'll go through. I mean,
Apart in about a million pieces.
At the end of the day, just call beforehand and we'll try to help you out any way we can. You know, we want to get the stuff, we want to get rid of it properly, so we'll try to help you through it.
No, I remember the one year, you talk about paint, somehow it snuck in, I don't know, garbage bag or something, went through the compressor and he hit it, and it just exploded all over the truck. It was baby blue color.
wow.
It's probably still baby blue. Yeah, what a mess. Fortunately, you're standing back from it.
all right, anything else for Rob? Cleanup day? Great, thank you. Next we have police report. Chief Stefanucci, Meadville Police Department.
Good evening. The March 2025 activity report for the police department in Vernon Township. We logged a total of 402 incidents. We had 14 reportable traffic accidents. The officers conducted a total of 153 traffic stops, writing 88 citations with 65 warnings. We also made 22 criminal arrests in the township during March. Things have been going well with summer coming. Besides the speed with 322, we will be washing the side roads. You're probably gonna see a few new lines appearing in some of those areas to protect the township residents from people taking advantage of what they think will be a shortcut. Also, keep an eye out for the road crews on 322 doing the work. Be careful around them and the township road crews. I mean, it's never worth it to try to zoom by them or squeeze by a truck. You'll be cited, and you certainly don't want to hurt anybody. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief. Any questions? Good report, good job. Always happy to see the cars out there, very visual, doing a good job. Thank you. Engineers report, Ashley Porter, Township Engineer.
Good evening, Supervisors. Reporting that, as Rob mentioned, we do have anticipated development for this year. We've had several calls this week. We have some more calls scheduled next week with developers asking questions about the permitting process and how to get going. And we have the developments that were approved at the end of last year that are gearing up for construction now. So it looks like a good summer coming up. I also want to remind all the businesses that have stormwater management facilities, the catch basins in their parking lots and the detention basins, that now's the time to clean those out, get the bags that have been hanging around for the winter out of them, and get them shaped up for the summertime. Other than that, business as usual in Vernon Township.
Thank you, Ashley. Any questions? Rich? All right, thank you. Solicitor report, Jeff Millen, Township Solicitor.
Good evening, everyone. Short report again. You have the resolution extending the water authority tonight. Worked with Joe Ferguson on that. Mostly Joe, just a little bit of me, I guess. But that's prepared for tonight. Other than that, things are running smoothly in the township and all is good.
Always good to hear. Thank you. Any questions for Jeff? Awesome. All right. Brings us to new business. Motion to approve resolutions 2025-9, articles of amendment to the Vernon Township Water Authority's article of incorporation. Motion?
Make that motion?
Second.
Have a motion and second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion to approve the Gunner subdivision.
Motion.
A motion,
Second.
second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion to approve South Watson Run Church of God subdivision number 1.
Motion.
A motion,
Second.
second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Just to let everyone know that in the work session before the meeting, we went over these in depth, so we're not just like rubber stamping things here. So we have no old business today. That brings us to our upcoming meeting. Will be May 1st, 2025. Will be the Vernon Township Supervisors work session at 6:30, and then that is followed by the regular meeting at 7:30. So May 1st will be our meeting, our main meeting. With that, we'd have supervisor comments. Start with you, Fritz, 'cause we missed you.
Well, it's good to be back in person here, and just, I'll talk for Dave here a little bit too. He likes to throw out the compliments, and I've only been back about 4 days and been over to the fire hall, well, every day actually for dinner. We haven't done much cooking at home. And just a couple things that I've heard numerous times, and the one was, as everybody that was here knows, that it was a rough winter, a winter like used to be. And the compliments that were given to me about the road crew and what a great job you did this year under the circumstances and all. A lot of pleased people out there. And we thank you for that. And then I got talking to John Fuller, our fire chief, and he's about half hour or more anyhow, and talking about that Lord fire out in Sagertown. I tell you, we really need to be very proud and thankful that we have the fire department here servicing us. What those guys went through out there, and the time and the danger that they were in. And he was telling me even our aerial truck, they had opened up a part of the building and the aerial was extended out through the building, like parallel, I guess. And, you know, they were throwing water on it, and then they changed, I guess, the foam. But that fire could have really been very, very disastrous, and a lot of firemen, maybe other people around, could have been hurt. And again, we're very thankful for our fire department we have, and the great group of guys that represent Vernon Central here. And the other thing is, and of course we already said it, that the police, I continually hear compliments about the police and what a good thing it is for Vernon Township. And they're glad to, that you're here, and the visibility that you're showing, and even the arrests and things like that, that, you know, things are being done. And that's pretty much what I wanted to say. It's hard to say that on the telephone from Florida, so I, say those things in person. The other thing is, we talked about, May 3rd, 7 to 2, cleanup day. John, I know he was there last year, Robbie and all, and I took tickets at the front gate, so hopefully I can have that job again, Robbie. I did enough years in the trucks.
We'll see. We'll put you back with the
We'll
trucks.
see. But please, use that opportunity to bring some stuff out and get rid of it and clean up your house and your neighborhoods. And like I said, good to be back up here, and thank you, that's all.
Thank you, Fritz. John?
Well, I'd like to start off with, again, thanking Joel and crew for what they did as far as the plowing, what have you, this winter, but also the follow-up in the spring, where the plows kind of cut into the yards and stuff, and you guys went back and leveled it out and cleared it up. I know the residents appreciated the follow-up to the winter plowing, so thank you for that. And in talking about cleanup, I'd also like to bring up, the township does have a burning ordinance that we have to get burning permits. So this is that time of the year when people are cleaning up and burning trash and burning leaves and what have you. Just be careful. Use some common sense. The wind's blowing, what have you, it's dry. Wait till a rainy day to set the brush fire on fire. And just be careful, use some common sense.
Thank you, John. Scott?
Sometime I'll get to the part of the year where everybody's mowing grass again. Just be careful not to throw the grass out on the street. Just be careful, be aware where it's going. I know I'm probably as guilty as everybody else that does happen, but just think about it before you do it.
Well, at least on Long Road, they're going fast, and
Yeah, they go fast enough that our road just blows away. But I did see some flashing lights on the road this week. And our buddy changed the color of his motorcycle, now it's black.
Yeah.
Not great.
I'd like to thank the Meadville Tribune for being here. Jane's here taking her minutes, and Armstrong for video in the meeting. And like Fritz brought up about the fire department, I was out the other evening about 8 o'clock and I heard the siren go off, and that just reminded me that, somebody's at home relaxing and they're jumping up and getting in their car, their vehicle, and coming up here, and they don't know when they're gonna get back. So we really do have a lot to be thankful for. So.
We need some more people to jump up, though. We need
Yeah.
more people to jump up.
Right. With that, I'd like to wish everyone a happy Easter. It's coming up here. And with that, motion to adjourn?
Motion?
Second. All in favor? Meeting adjourned.